Good evening, my dear friends. Welcome to my channel. My channel is a non-profit oriented channel. The main motto of my channel is to clear all the uncleared general concepts in banking as well as to provide inputs for the latest trends in the banking, as well as my channel mainly emphasis on JIB and CIB concepts. My channel is very useful to the people, those who are going to attempt JIB and CIIB and other promotion exams also. In today's channel, we will discuss about an important tool to assess the market risk, that is value at risk. In the previous class, we have discussed about Altman Z-score model to assess the credit risk. In the similar fashion, there is a tool to assess the market risk probability, that is value at risk. This value at risk is an important tool to assess the probability of occurrence of losses. Now we will see about the value at risk. Please watch my channel and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Now let's look at the value at risk.
In the banks, the market risk related investments are, in order to educate the customers about their portfolios, we are using one tool called value at risk methodology. What exactly this value at risk? This value at risk decides how much we are going to lose. That means it is only an expectation. And what's the loss potential? What's the probability to lose? The percentage of profit. These can be decided with the help of value at risk. This value at risk having certain limitations. Basically, if you observe the definition of value at risk, you can easily understand. This value at risk depends on 4 parameters. One is, this is useful only at the normal trading conditions, and it is useful for a certain period of time, and it specifies the confidence level of probability, and it specifies the worst case loss of the investment. See, you can better understand these 4 terminologies with the help of an example. Otherwise, it may be a little bit difficult to understand. Don't worry guys, I am here to explain about these 4 parameters, as well as we are going to discuss problems on this value at risk. These are very much useful in CAIIB classes. Now, we will see an example of what it exactly a value at risk. See, in this example, a bank having one day VAR of rupees 10 crore with 99% confidence interval. What it exactly? See, here there are 3 parameters. One is worst case loss of 10 crore and the confidence level is 99% and the period of time is 1 day. These are the 3 unknown items which are observed in the given problem. See what exactly that statement indicates. It specifies what is the probability to encounter losses more than 10 crore per day. That exactly what it indicates. See, in the above example, it specifies that there is a 99% confidence interval that 1 day VAR of 10 crore means the losses of more than 10 crore may arise per day, which is having a chances of 1% only. That means remaining 99% the losses per day must be below a 10 crore. Now we must see how to calculate value at risk. The value at risk can be calculated with the help of three methods. One is correlation method, second one historical simulation method, and the third one Monte Carlo simulation method. Now we will see why the VAR is so much useful. The VAR is a tool to identify the potential losses, as well as the VAR specifies what's the impact on the P&L of a company if the exposure towards market risk. And also it is a good tool for the banks and financial institutions for protection of their customers and also their investments. And it is very useful while disclosing the risk management activities and the expectations of the risk management accords by the international organizations. So VAR is a great tool to identify the probability of arising the losses due to market risks. The VAR is also having limitations. If you observe the definition, you can easily understand that this VAR tool can be useful to the banks or the financial institutions only under normal market conditions. Under abnormal conditions, this tool may not be useful. And also, in order to assess the risk measurement, it tool is not only sufficient. There are other methods also necessary apart from the VAR. And also, these limitations of VAR can be achieved with the help of two methodologies. Those are called back testing as well as stress testing. Now we can better understood what exactly a VAR with the help of a numerical problems on VAR. And guys, these numerical problems are very important as far as BFM paper is concerned, and there is a scope for case study based questions on VAR. So please concentrate on the numerical problems on VAR. These two type of questions may definitely arises in the coming CIIB examination. We will see the sample problems which are frequently occurring in the CIIB examination. The sample problem: one day VAR of a portfolio is 5 lakhs with 95% confidence level. In a period of 6 months, how many times the loss on the portfolio may exceed 5 lakhs? Before solving any kind of problem, we must understand what exactly the question and what we are going to answer. See, in the given example problem, the bank having a one day VAR of a portfolio is of 5 lakhs with 95% confidence level. Means for every 5 days out of 100 days, there is a probability to occur losses of more than 5 lakhs per day. That means there is a 95% of confidence that the losses are below 5 lakhs for every day except those 5 days. So the question is, in a period of 6 months, how many times the loss on the portfolio may exceed 5? 5 lakhs. See, for every 100 days there is a chances of 5 days with a losses more than 5 lakh. Then he asks you about what about for a period of 6 months. See here, the 6 months can be treated as 125 working days is already given in the problem. So for 100 days it's a probability of loss for 5 days, and what about for 125 days? We can simply calculate 5 into 125 by 100, which is 6.25, and round off to decimal, it is a 6 days. That means for a 6 months period there is a 6 days, the portfolio of losses may exceed 5 lakhs. Okay, I think you can understand the essence of where. Now we will see the critical questions on where with some kind of additional concepts also. Now have a look at the case study on where. Guys, please don't confuse, you can easily understand with these kind of problems. Okay, don't worry, I am here to explain you about all the problems. See, in this case study, a bank has a treasury exposure of 100 crores in shares of XYZ Limited. The daily volatility is 2% at 98% confidence level. Calculate daily VAR, weekly VAR and yearly VAR. Say there are different wordings are there in the problem. One is the volatility. Volatility is nothing but the name itself indicates that the fluctuation in the prices. So now we will see the calculation of daily VAR. The daily VAR can be calculated with the help of a formula called volatility into Z score. So what it is a Z score? In order to know about the Z score, there is a concept called normal distribution curves. I will explain about the normal distribution curve in the statistics class. The Z score can be given either directly in the question paper, or they may permit you to bring the Z score tables. Guys, along with the present value and future value tables, this table also required while preparing for the examination. See, for the sample purpose, I pasted the Z table of a standard normal distribution. See, we need to calculate Z score for 98% interval. See, 98% interval is nothing but 0.98. We must identify that 0.98 in the Z table. There we have identified, and that identified area is marked with yellow color. Please look at that one. On that 0.98030, which is which is very nearer to 0.9800. So the corresponding entry is 2.0 with an extension of 0.06. The 0.06 appeared on the top of the table, and 2.0 is at the left corresponding entry. So we must add 2.0 plus 0.06, which gives you 2.06. So that is the way of calculating the Z score for the given interval. So here the given interval is 98%, and the 98% the Z score is 2.0 plus 0.06, that equal to 2.06. So now we are having volatility that is of 2%, and also having the Z score which is of 2.06. So now we can calculate the daily VAR. If you are able to calculate the daily VAR, then you can easily calculate the weekly VAR or yearly VAR or any days of VAR. You can easily calculate. See, the daily VAR is equal to volatility into Z score. Volatility here 2%, 2% into 2.06, which is of 4.12%. So the meaning here is 4.12% of chances are there that losses the volatility may exceed 2%. So the VAR amount is 100 crore into 4.12%, which is 4.12 crores. Now we can calculate weekly VAR. Weekly VAR is equal to week here 7 days. That means we are already having a formula. N days VAR is equal to daily VAR into square root of n. Here week means 7 days. So 7 days VAR is equal to daily VAR, which is 4.12 crores into square root of 7, which gives you 10.87 crores. And in the similar fashion, you can calculate yearly VAR. Here guys, yearly VAR, year means here you cannot take 360 days because they have already given year means 250 days. So we need to calculate square root of 250, which will multiply with 4.12 crores. So 4.12 into square root of 250, which is 15.81, which amounts you 65.13 crores. This is the calculation of VAR. Guys, these kind of problems you may encounter in CIIB. Apart from this, you may not expect any kind of difficulty problems.